Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you an unboxing and a mini review of the Honor 9. I've always been a fan of the Honor 8 ever since I got my hands on it about a year and a half ago. And finally I was able to get my hands on the Honor 9. So let's go ahead and do a quick unboxing and a comparison. And how does this actually fare out in 2017? This is TK. Let's check it out. And here is the box. Definitely very nice, very stylish. This says 9, of course, Honor 9. This is the gray variant with 64 gigs of internal storage and 4 gigs of RAM. There is a separate variant that's 6 gigs of RAM and 128 built-in storage. So this is the lower of the two specs, but definitely very appreciated. And right there we have the device. It's still wrapped. It says powered by Huawei, as we know. And of course the Honor branding, those dual setup of cameras that were upgraded from last year. So now we have a 12 and a 20 megapixel sensor with dual tone LED flash and of course laser autofocusing. The difference here from what we had last year with the Honor 8 is that we had two 12s, so they were the same sensors, one monochrome, one color. Here we do definitely have a stronger monochrome sensor at 20 megapixels, so you get really good sharp pictures. But not only that, we still have that bokeh effect, the depth field. The front-facing specs that we still have is the 8 megapixel front-facing sensor, the earpiece. Of course, we have the volume rocker here, the power button, the SIM tray with the nano SIM compatibility, as well as the expandability with the extra SD card. Let's go ahead and take off the plastic. And here we are. We still have that capacitive home button that works as a fingerprint sensor. On the left side, we have that SIM tray I was talking to you guys. On the top, we have that IR blaster with one of the microphones. On the bottom, we have the USB Type-C connector, which is very appreciated, 3.5mm headphone jack, and a single firing speaker. So we're still looking at mono speakers on this device, but when you look at this device, you appreciate exactly how nice it looks. So for comparison, real quick, you'll notice right there, the fingerprint sensor was not present on the front on the Honor 8. You have the Honor branding on the bottom. We have a 5.2-inch display to a 5.1-inch display, still 8 megapixel sensors on both of them. The SIM card tray, everything is still in the same spot. You have the antenna bands, again, the same thing. Volume rocker and power button are the same, except that I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, they changed the texture a little bit on the power button, but the volume rocker looks about the same. On the back, again, as I mentioned to you guys, we have two 12 megapixel sensors here with the laser autofocus and dual tone flash. Here we have a 12 and a 20, so we have an upgrade. And of course, the fingerprint sensor here on the back on the Honor 8 and the Honor 9 does not have that. It's just a nice, beautiful glass. But the one thing you'll notice right there here is that shimmer thing that you guys notice. That is a signature Honor, just glass back. I absolutely love the way this looks on a device, because you have that also on the front a little bit, but it's more, definitely shows a lot more. Let me show you guys specifically here, right there. You'll see here is that dual reflection that we get here. It's definitely very nice, very beautiful. So as the Honor 9 is booting up, let's go ahead and see real quick what's left in the box. We have the SIM eject tool. We have the instruction manual. We have the European charger on this one, and it is capable of doing quick charge, the Huawei quick charge, of course. USB Type-C, the USB Type-A connector, and I think that's pretty much it. And here we are. This is the main home screen. We have nothing on the left. On the right, we have all the applications installed. Let's go ahead and bring down notification. We have the EMUI here pretty much as the skin over Android. I think it should be Android 7.0. Let's go about the phone. It is Android 7.0 with EMUI 5.1. Overall, the experience that you're going to be getting here is basically the latest and greatest. Obviously, Android Oreo hasn't been pushed out, so it is running Android 7. Nougat is going to be really, really, really fast. As I mentioned again, we have 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage, and let's go in. Sorry, actually, one thing I want to do for you guys. Right out of the bat, we're going to go ahead and go into the cameras. The one thing I want to mention to you guys as far as the processor, which I think I may not have mentioned at this point, this is running the Kirin 960 processor, upgraded from the Kirin 950 from last year on the Honor 8. So we have an iteration upgrade from one to the other. Definitely one of the best processors that we've seen from Honor as well as Huawei. Very nice, runs cool, and really nice as far as multitasking and daily activity. And one of the main benefits of the course of this device is this camera. So if we open up the camera application, you'll notice right there, we have the ability of swiping from the left. We have photo, pro video, 3D panorama, lighting effect, panorama, light time lapse, 3D effect, HDR, of course, audio mode document, and again, you can download additional ones directly from them. Let's go back. Opening the camera again, we still have that depth perception. So with this wide aperture enabled, it enables us to use the sensors, the dual sensors on the back, to be able to basically drop the aperture level here up to 0.95 software. So it's using software to be able to bring it down to 0.95. Of course, you can bring it up all the way to 1.16, but the reality is the lower you get, the more shallow depth of field you're going to be getting, and those pictures are going to be just amazing. So let's go ahead and I'll do a quick picture here. And you could see the effect right there. It blurred out the actual background. And of course, what we could do here with the software is we can go back there and reconfigure that. So we can change the aperture, reduce it, raise it. So you notice I had it at 1.9.95. I can increase it. And then of course, everything gets back into focus. What it does here essentially is it takes two pictures and it stitches them together and gives you the ability to go back and be able to actually just, you know, get it done. We have the resolution here of 12 megapixels. Oh, actually take that back. Let's go here. Take out the aperture mode so that we can get into settings. So the resolution maximum is at the 20 megapixels at 4:3. We can go 12 megapixels about 4:3. 16:9 is at 9 megapixels. And let's go back. GPS turned on, of course. Camera grid, mute, capture, all the different things all the things that you'd really expect. Now, if we go ahead and switch over to the front-facing camera and switch back, we are looking at an 8 megapixel, the resolution of 32. Okay, so and it does shoot in RAW. It seems like we have that ability there. Audio, touch capture, all of those things. Very nice. Hey guys. And let's go ahead and switch back. So the cameras are definitely one of the big stars that we have on this device. Audio playback, of course, is going to be really nice. Let's go ahead and do a quick video sample. I'll show you guys a front-facing and a back-facing sample. So here's a quick front-facing video sample of the Honor 9 8-megapixel sensor. This is not image. There's no OIS or EIS, so this is just basically handheld. If there's some jitter, just expect that if you're going to be using this to take front-facing video. Of course, for pictures, this is not going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and switch over to the back sensor. So now I'm using the back sensor on this camera. Again, we have a dual setup here, 12 and 20. No OIS, no EIS, unfortunately, as I mentioned to you guys. But again, if you have a good gimbal, this should be able to provide you with really good footage. Going into real quick an audio test, this is again running a bottom firing speaker. There's no stereo speakers. And I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, but this is a 1080p panel. So we are always rocking a 1080p panel on most of the Honor devices. Definitely very nice. And again, at 5.1 something inches, it's almost 5.2. You're not going to be disappointed in it. Form factor, the display, the hand, just a lot of display. And of course, you can reduce the size and change the PPI in Android Nougat, which gives you the ability to get even more content on your screen. So let's go ahead and play this song. This is Jumbo by Alex Scrindo. Hopefully I'm not messing his name too bad, but this is under NCS, so you should be able to enjoy the song, and we'll hear how loud the speaker can get on this guy.
Jack it up.
Aloha everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you my review of the Pixel 2 XL. This is the Verizon Barrett.
The Honor 9 is definitely a very nice device. Holding it in the hand, the glass, the feel of it is very good. I like the fact that it actually just kept kind of the same form factor as the Honor 8. I think it was a perfect size for that device, about 5.1, 5.2 inches for the display. 1080p is pretty good on it. And of course, with 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage, and you can still expand that, you're not going to be disappointed as far as the storage. The cameras are the stars of this show, basically. I'm going to say this so many times. If you've used an Honor device, if you use the dual lens setup that Honor/Huawei uses on their devices, they've done a really good implementation. On the Mate series, they have the Leica branding. On the Honor series, they don't, but it still produces really good, very nice, sharp bokeh effect and even clear images using the sensors on the back and on the front. Hope you guys like this mini review. I actually think it's a very nice upgrade. If you have the Honor 8 and you're thinking of going to the Honor 9, it's a slam dunk, very easy. I like the fact that they kept the display, or the actual, not the display, the actual glass on the back the way they have it on the Honor 8. Because when they went into the new series now that we're seeing the new ones in 2017, later 2017, you'll notice that they went into the metallic back. They kept the color, but we lost that shimmer. And I really like this because it has that effect. I mean, you could see it right there. See, it actually holds, and every time I'm holding the phone and using it, a lot of people just look at like how nice it looks. So thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe as usual, and let me know what you guys think of the Honor 9. Have you used the Honor 9, or have you guys kept your eyes open for the Honor View 10 that just got announced and hopefully will be released in early 2018 here in the US? The Honor 9 is not available in the US, only in Europe, but it definitely is a workhorse and definitely a very nice upgrade to what we had with the Honor 8. This is TK. I'll see you guys in the next video.